Good to work with you again.
That's right. We worked together in the Worlds. That was an awesome experience, huh? In the Worlds.
Right. Beautiful house here in Harvard, Massachusetts. Harvard Lane's newly refinished. This is gorgeous. The pins are falling loud today.
And they're brand new pins, too.
Oh, they're beautiful. All right, Alosa on his first ball, starting off the match. In the pocket. Beautiful 9-drop, leaves just a 2-pin.
John, 151 and 101 during the season, a 109.79 average.
And he's right in the face on that pin for a spare to start the string.
Who needs the wood, Dan? You would have played the wood, Dan. I know you.
I might have.
I would have thrown it away. It makes you feel better.
I probably would have hit the wood and told you that I was going for it. But a spare is a spare no matter how it goes, and here he is on the fill. In the pocket again, nice splash on that, and 8 leaves just a 5 and the 10, so 18 after 1.
Great start.
5-10 to shoot at. Challenging spare leave. Wood blocks the ball from going over there, so no luck on that one. Open box in a second. And nothing doing. Put it in the channel, so a 9 box. In box 2, he's at 27 after 2.
Not a bad start. ACST high single this year, 159, also a 143 and a 142. High 5 in the ACST season, 615, also a 582 and a pair of 580s.
Just off the head pin that time. On the 3, he leaves the 1, 2, and the 7. Interesting wood lining up there. Kind of like that piece on the right. What do you think, Paul?
Play the wood.
Yeah, well. Good call, Paul. All right, and he spares it.
That was tongue-in-cheek, of course.
Well, better to play the wood than play the open spot with no pins. So 37 and a ball after 3.
Great start.
Got a good crowd here today.
What a great job the Dallas family's done at Butwell's Bowling Center in Concord, New Hampshire. Host the Candlepin for Cancer Roll-Off, February 10th.
In the pocket again. He's only missed a head pin once. 7-10 split, 8 and a fill. And that 18 box gives him 45 after 3.
2 spare 8s in the first of 5. Championship match.
And now he's got a tough leave here. He's got wood looking at him. I don't know if he's going to try to cut that over. He does. He just picks up the 10 pin, so open box in box 4. And this time he closes out with a 10. So 55 through 4. He's starting off hot.
Home record, by the way, Dan, 63 and 63 on the road. This is impressive. It's a neutral site, 88 and 38.
And that's where he gets his 151 and 101 altogether.
That's right.
Yeah. Had a great season. 5th box. Off to the left onto the 2 pin and just took out 3. So the prior 4 boxes, 3 were on the head pin. 1 was just off. That one was way off. He corrects, hits a head pin, and now he's left with the 5-7, 6-10.
Against playoff teams, Dan, 61 and 51, but away, 38 and 18. So the road has been more favorable to him.
Wow, and with that 9 box, he closes a 64 half to start game 1 of 5 here in our championship round. And a reminder to the folks at home, there are no points awarded for each game. It all comes down to who's knocked down the most pins through 5 games. It's all about pinning, or all about the total pin fall. Sorry.
Okay, here's Jim Hunt, the number 1 seed, Central Park Lanes, East Boston, Mass. Joe Vera won Class D earlier today. And look at this one.
I call that the W
That's
leave.
Right, the 189.
From above, those pins left look like a W, Paul.
Dominated all year round, and now it's a clean spread eagle. Ouch.
All right. Best thing you could do on this is try to pick up 3. Anything bonus in my book.
Hunter trying to get a bunch in the same spot, a tough 4. It's golf season, but you don't want to get a 4. Dan, have you ever gotten 4s in a row, like 3 times in a row?
Not recently.
But you have, right? 4, 4, 4?
Probably over 22, 23 years of doing this game, I probably have done just about anything you can think of.
down 18-4 after one box to start the match. 170 and 82 during the season. Off the left, spins back. Oh, he stole the Four Horsemen somehow. Wow. 78 lead. Interesting wood. He's got two behind the front piece of wood. It's not going to be easy. I think it's going to go tip left in that. I think, Dan?
I'm thinking the
red
right,
line?
but I don't trust it totally either.
Because
So
the wood in the right may block it out. Let's see how he plays it. He's going
going
red
the right.
line. No.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. The wood behind it blocked it.
I thought that he'd go left, and that's why I avoid that. But it wasn't going to be easy either way.
That was an
78.
equally valid option.
Average 112.1 in a very tough house, Fair House, Central Park Lanes.
I've bowled a couple matches there. That is a tough house.
ACST single 149, ACST high five 632. Takes a 9, 13 through 2 in the first of 5. Championship match on Candlepin Corner on YouTube. Cory, Aleci, Jordan Britton, others helping out all year round on Candlepin Corner. Their podcast available occasionally. And the Skins. Free to subscribe, Candlepin Corner on YouTube. Jim 88 and 38 at home, away 82 and 44. So both bowlers can bring it on the road, but a tough start.
He gets a half Worcester left. Tough leave. Makeable. Can be made. You can play either the 1-3 or cut it on the inside of the 1.
And bounces 5, 1, 4, 7. Against playoff teams, stand 22 and 34 at home, away 38 and 18.
He gave it that 1-3 a shot on that one, but just didn't carry everything.
That's a Paul Grant shot of 7 and just 20 through 3. Unthinkable start.
He's down 25 to start. But a lot can happen in these matches when it's all about total pinfall, and we've seen many times the person who's ahead at the beginning ends up behind at the end. So
the Candyman's in the house. John Cadero's in the house. The Candyman. Out of Butwells and Concord.
that was in the pocket.
Look at this leave. 2, 7, 8, 10. Dan, how you playing the wood here?
Yeah, you got to go at the 2.
2 left of that 2 pin.
Yeah, slightly to the left.
Yep.
That's the shot. I don't know if the 10 will carry. That's where he went slightly to the right.
7, 8, 10. And not the start he was hoping for.
No, take a 9 here.
But don't forget, it's 5 strings. All you need is 5 strings. Total pinfall. Hunter grabs the short 2 for 9. 29 through 4. He's down 26. And up against a 9.
All right, so John Alosa put a 61 half up. Jim Hunter's at 29 through 4.
Josh Daly's in the house. Number 1 seed takes on number 5 seed Joey Lister. Class A championship match next on Candlepin Corner on YouTube.
That ball looked a little better, but he still missed the head pin. He's left with a Cleary left. 1, 2, 4, 7, and 9. I made that twice yesterday myself, so let's see if he can do it. Oh, look at that 7 pin. Moved way off spot.
So it's a 61 half. Plenty of time left. And a field goal for an 8.
8:37.
And who would think 37 through 5 for the top seed Jim Hunter. And the new sidewalls gives you more action here. 14-lane facility. All sidewalls being put in by the end of the summer. Great job by Skeeter Burst running these lanes.
Well, he was just having trouble finding the head pin, I think, in that half where Alosa was all over it.
He'll figure it out. 24 pin lead now. John goes over to lane 10. 61-37. Both not on the mark right now. Back with the play-by-play is Dan Castle.
All right, we're over on lane 10. John Alosa, right-handed bowler. First ball. Found the head pin. And that was a nice hit, but a very disappointing leave. He's left with the 6, 7, 8. Wood in between the 6, and I don't know if he can catch that and the pin, but that's what he's going to have to do, I think. Or try to carry the pin over. Goes for the wood, and, well, that's just not fair. The wood just removed itself from the deck, leaving the pins. Nothing went down. So trying to get at least an 8 out of this, and he takes an 8. 69 through 6. And while it's resetting, I'll give a shout out to some special guests watching today on YouTube. Rachel and Savannah and Julian and Aubrey.
John, a league bowl about 108, 109. His best season average ending for whole season 114.
First ball, that time he's over on the 2. Just takes out 3. He's got a big cluster, 4 horsemen plus the 5-9 plus the 7 pin. Hits the object, punches through. 5 left. That time again, he hit the object, left 3, so 7 box puts him at 76 through 7. Still over par.
Dan, the conference quarterfinals, he beat number 7 seed Joe Rushlow 534 to 518 at Buttwells in Concord, New Hampshire. He had 10 spares, 1 strike, 14 10 boxes. He was only up 6 after 4 strings at a 122 fifth to put it away.
Another on the 2 again. Yep, wow. On the 2 again.
The conference semifinals, a cruise past number 8 Rob Brown, who took out the number 1 seed J.J. Turigny, who had a great year, 551 to 492.
Trying to spare that half Worcester. He's on the head
That's
pin.
why I hate that shot. It happens all the time to me. Either in the middle hole or I punch out the 1-8 or the 1-9. It drives me nuts. That's why it's my least favorite shot.
You got to hit the head pin, but not solid.
Right.
And so 6 in the box. He's slowed down quite a bit. He's at 82 through 8.
Going the wrong direction. 9, 8, 7, 6 his last 4 and 3 on lane 10. He wants lane 10 to break down. Bowling lane 9 the rest of the way. The match against Ron Brown, 26 head pin hits, 14 splits. He had 10 spares, 3 strikes, 14 10 boxes. Dan.
All right. First ball in box 9. That time he's on the head pin, but broke up the split. So a straightforward shot here with the 3, 6, 10. No wood to play with. Very makeable. Just got to get in there. And he is. No doubt about that one. There's a spare in the 9th for John Alosa.
3rd spare of the string here in the first of 5. He trounced number 4 seed Eric Hawley Sr. 620 to 547 the conference finals. Buttwells in Concord, New Hampshire finished with a 139, 129, and 124. 33 head pin hits out of 50, 16 splits.
On the fill.
Brilliant.
On the head pin, that's what you want to do on a fill. 8 is the fill, puts him 100 even and 9, but now he's got a tough one to make another spare. And I believe that's the 7-9.
Yes, it is. And
okay. I was having a little trouble on that right pin.
That wouldn't any good, Dan, you think? He taps it to the right.
I actually think
red line.
I think that gives him a much better chance. He's got to be right between the wood and the pin. And he's too solid on the pin, so open in the 10th. Best he can do is a 110. Right now he's at 109.
And against Eric Hawley Sr., 18 spares, 2 strikes, 12 10 boxes in that conference championship match.
So that 9 box closes him at 109.
3 spare 8s, crazy 8s in the first.
So that gives Jim Hunter an opportunity here. He's only got 37 at the half, but he puts up a 70 half or so, which he's very capable of doing. He's back in this.
All right, Jim Hunter on lane 10. Bounces left, 5.
It's
it
going.
Goes finally. It goes the 8-pin slow motion. 1, 3, 6, 10. 4 horseman right. We'll get an update from Kevin Burns in the stats in just a bit after the string.
All right. Very makeable again in the 1-3 pocket.
He will not get it. That close. Unbelievable.
That is. He was on that.
What was wrong with that shot?
It just happens sometimes. I think he hit it about as perfect as you could, and something just blocked the pins from hitting that 10 pin. So open box.
No marks to start the match. A 10, 47 through 6 on Candlepin Corner on YouTube. Down 22 in the match right now. 4 strings after this. Beat Kyle Hetty 600 to 493. The 8th seed in the quarterfinals in the conference. Takes 7, 2-4-7, spare chance. He had 32 head pin hits in that match, 14 splits, 16 spares, 2 strikes, 11 10 boxes.
I bowled with Kyle Hetty last week.
Great guy, Kyle Hetty.
Yeah, we had a really good time.
Always in the running. He missed that one. Wood spins around, won't go.
Another open box. He's looking for that first spare. Once he gets it going, I think he'll open it up.
Hunter way off for an 8. 55 through 7.
Way under par right now. 15 pins under par.
Still in striking distance, though. Down 3 marks, you could say.
Well, there's No problem in Candlepin bowling that a spare and a strike won't help solve.
Harvard Lanes, Harvard, Massachusetts, 204 Air Road, AYE.
Oh, there
wow,
we go.
bombs away, baby! And there's Jim Hunter back in his game. Strike.
There's
65 plus 2 through 8. What a bomb!
That was a no-doubter. No doubt at all. Could see it all the way down. It was going into the pocket, and bang. 65 and 2.
Officially, John Alosa's at 112, Dan, so you're off in your score, so we're up by 3 pins somehow.
Yeah,
So
I don't know.
I thought it was a little higher, so 112 officially.
Sorry about that. I thought I was right. I'm just keeping it on a pad here. So.
Trying to double it up. That looks good, but 2 full. Tough break. 2-7 left, right side, 3-6-10. He's on a strike. What a strike that was, though.
Yeah, and the scoring I'm giving here is not official. We can't see this official sheet from here, so we're doing our own scoring.
Object pin won't carry. 6 on the strike. 71 through 8. Hunter, nothing there for a 6. Just 77 through 9. Just got to do well as you can here and move on to the second string. Beat Duncan McDougal in the conference semifinals, 5-9 to 523, 30 head pin hits, 14 splits. Nice ball crossing over the 5 and the 10. Give me a break, will you? No wood, no luck.
Yeah, I don't see in my sheet here where I missed that 3 pins because it adds up to me. I must have missed it somewhere.
16 strikes, 2 spares, 10 box that match against Duncan. Good effort on the object pin, the 5. And the best he can do is 87 in a 25 pin deficit.
Yeah, Nico, I can't see the monitor from where we're sitting, so we have to keep our own score.
87?
87 is what I got.
87, Cory? 112.87, right? All right, so confirmed, 112.87, a 25-pin win. 4 strings left. Lots of time left for Jim Hunter to catch up. John Alosa, the 2 seed, over the number 1 seed, Jim Hunter. Paul Grant, Dan Castle, Cory Aleci, Kevin Burns, live on Candlepin Corner on YouTube. The Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour Class B Championship match, defending champion Dan Esdale.
All right, we're starting game 2 here. And John Alosa, first ball, in the pocket, drops 9, is left with just the wobbly 4-pin there, a piece of wood in front of it. Looks great. And there you go. Mark it up in the first box for Alosa.
During the regular season, he had 50 spares, 50 strikes rather, 193 spares, 214 10 boxes, pretty good, and a 56% perfect box percentage.
All right, on the fill, he's off on the 6 pin, takes out 3, so 13 in the first box. And we're looking at a double row here. 4 horse plus 3 behind it. Makeable if you put it in a 1-2 pocket. And he puts it on a head pin, that won't take them all. And we're left with just the 7 and 8 pin and 2 pieces of wood in front of it. Nope. And that's a 9 box. 22 through 2. First ball in the 3rd box. By the time he's on the 3 pin, gets him late off the wall action. Takes out 5, and he's left with a 1, 2, 5, 7, and 9 pin. Wood in between. I think this is makeable. Well, he hit the head pin a tad solid and took out a couple more, so just 3 more left. Open box in the 3rd.
Nothing wrong with that shot.
No, I think he was pretty close to making that. And that's a nice 10, 32 through 3.
To join the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour in September, obviously sign up earlier, contact Danny Finn with 2 N's, F-I-N-N, on Facebook Messenger only. Danny Finn, Class A, B, C, D, and the new E division coming out, and possibly an F division coming out.
All right, that time he's off on the 3-pin and leaves a Cory left, the 1, 2, 4, 7, and 9. Just went by the head pin.
And just for our viewers out there, the Bob Cleary leave in Maine, we call it the Christy Hapworth Special. Pro bowler up there. Bob Cleary, everywhere else. You know, 1-7-10 Sports from Augusta, Maine. Nice lady.
And that's a 9. 41 through 4.
Great food here. Beer and wine available. HarvardLanes.com. Birthday parties, corporate events, wedding venues, lane reservations. Newly renovated, absolutely stunning looking.
This place is beautiful.
Looks like a brand new building, doesn't it, Dan?
It does. It's spectacular. I think they should see a lot of bowling action here. All right, that 8 drop gives them a nice spare lead with the 2 and the 4 left.
The grand reopening officially in September. Soft opening right now.
There it is. Spare in the 5th for Alosa. Hangs one to sit down on, so he's at 51 and a ball. And here comes Jim Hunter.
5 marks in the match, all spares for John Alosa. Jim Hunter has 1 big strike.
Alosa looking, or Hunter looking to pick up some ground after game 1. But I'd say Hunter or Alosa's not making it easy for him.
Jim down 25, lost the first, 112.87. Cory Aleci in the controls, Mike Imperato on the technology. Greg Gouillard, the official scorekeeper. Hunter drills 8, 9. 6-pin, I'd rather 4-pin, 4-pin for a spare.
We have some wood that is out of the fair playing range, so we need somebody to run down there and take it out. And here comes the commissioner.
I don't think Kevin Burns will go down there. That would require effort. Kevin, you mechanic it for 3 different bowling centers, right? Kevin, give us an update. After this box, we get an update from that first string from Kevin Burns. Hunter, got it, spare.
Matches a spare in the 1st by Alosa.
That's his first spare of the match. Go with 1 strike in the 1st. Kevin Burns update.
All right, John went 6 for 10 on the headpin, 4 splits, 1-9 drop, made it for a spare. 2 makeable spares with 3 spares total.
On the bonus, drills 8. 2 left, 5 right. 18 through 1 in the 2nd of 5.
Okay, just got to go for that object pin, the 2-pin, 2-5.
For back-to-back. He got it. 28 the ball through 2. Kevin.
Jim went 6 for 6 headpin hits, 4 splits, 1 strike, and that's it.
Okay. Off to a great start. This is more like Jim Hunter we've seen all year round.
I figured once he found that strike, that was going to get him going.
Just missed left, but takes down 7. 1, 3, 10. Got a chance for 3 in a row. Spare 8, spare 7. 35 through 2 in this championship match. 2nd string of 5.
All right, if you put that in that 1-3 pocket, you're going to probably get the 10 to go to.
Looks good. He's
Big
got
side
it.
tap.
You called it, Dan. You got one right.
Hey, I know where to put the ball. I just don't always have the ability to put it there.
That's what I'm saying. 45 of the ball through 3 on Candlepin corner. So against a 51.5 from John Alosa plus the ball. On his bonus, another good head pin. Look at this.
Oh, my
goodness.
Wow. 1-9.
Unbelievable. Wow. Nico, take a video of that one. Unbelievable. Unreal. A terrible 2-fill. 47 through 3. Trying to work out of it. 6 and 10. And look at this one.
Oh, boy.
A bucket shot plus the 3 to the right. I don't see this one too often either.
No, this is a pretty rare leave. I think he just wants to sink it on that 2-pin and get it 8 or 9 out of it if he can.
A lot of odd leaves today earlier on, and he got a 7 out of that only. 54 through 4. Up 13 in the string. He cuts the lead down to a dozen in the match. Up a baker's dozen in the string, down a dozen in the match.
Yep.
Keep it in the kitchen.
That's what it takes. Start marking. And he's got one unanswered mark now up against Alosa. He's got two.
You don't want to try to win in one box or just go at it. One box at a time, one ball at a time. And look at this, a 1-5 center Worcester. Crazy.
2 head pin hits and 2 very disappointing spare leaves.
Welcome to Candlepin Bowling, folks.
This is makeable, but rare.
4-1 split now, and try to get at least 3 here, at least. You know, he's not getting flustered, though. He's keeping his head in the game the way he should be. It's all mental, this game.
Don't worry about the last ball. You just deal with what's left from it.
That's right. And a 6.
All right, that's 60 half.
Good half after a strong start. He's down. He's up 9 in the string right now, down 16 the match, but John can put it back up to as much as 26 with a strike on spare. Well, back to Dan Castle.
Those 2 boxes definitely hurt Jim. The 2 fill and then, you know, just really getting, I want to see taken advantage of by the pins. But just keep going on the head pin and it'll come around. Here comes Alosa. First ball is a fill ball. Puts it on the head pin and gets 9 to go, which is what he needed to.
When I first saw Cory Aleci and John Alosa in the Pro Series, I thought they were both the same person. First glance.
All right, and there's a spare.
3 spares in the first, 3 in the second for the number 2 seed, John Alosa, not Cory Aleci, Mr. Candlepin Corner.
So as far as this game goes, we have a nail biter here. They're tied 60 each at the half, and now Alosa's a 70 plus this ball.
Cory, that's a true story. I'm just being honest.
You know, that's okay, Paul. It doesn't take much to confuse you.
Similar traits. I had that one coming to me too. You got 2 on me now.
I'm working
You have
on
2-0. Upset in the making here.
All right, a 6 fill, a 4 horseman left, 1, 2, 4, 7. Puts him at 76 through 6.
Decent fills overall, isn't that 3 fill?
Oh boy. That one was already down, so it didn't add to his score.
Give that shot my teammate. We used to roll up in the league, Friday Night Mixed League, Rick Kimrowski and Nate Camillus. Makes that shot a lot. His prime. Look at that.
There's a 10.
Kimrowski special, and a Paul Grant special. Mr. Second, make the third for a 10.
I tell you, when I see the 4 horsemen, I'm just wondering when I'm going to hear Rick Kimrowski's name come up. I knew it's going to happen.
He made a living. He was playing the average pro rank, and he was one of the best league balls I've ever seen in my life. Clutch, clutch, clutch.
I bowl with him twice a week right now.
70 years young, still bowling at a decent level. A lot of injuries last few years slowed him down.
Oh, that's a nice pocket shot. Got a chance at it.
Oh, the wood got in the way, negated the strike.
All right, 9 drop, just a 10 pin. The wood in front of it, halfway in the gutter, but he's got one looking at him. He's really got to find a way to get that ball to just brush against that piece of wood. No doubt about it. Spare in the 8th. Alosa's a 96 plus a ball.
Now, we
That's his 4th mark.
The 4 from the Kimrowski special, you used to put a bucket every time we had that leave, and that was my inspiration for the lemon drop pool, which is up 9 families in the last 2 years. Candlepins for Cancer. 501c3 charity, Candlepins number 4, cancer.com to donate. Your lemon drops are open donations. Candlepins 4, cancer.com, number 4.
All right,
that's a true story.
6 in the fill.
So the Kimrowski special led to the lemon drop pool.
And that he's left with a bucket or a diamond, as we call it. Well, he hit it, but it didn't go. So with that 6 fill, he's at 102 through 8. Now he's on an open box in box 9. So trying to pick up a couple more. Gets 1, 9 box, 111 through 9. By my scoring, which is not official until we get the scoring from the score sheet. You'll probably see that on the screen. I'm doing my own scoring, and last time I missed 3 pins, so take it for what it's worth. 10th box in game 2 for John Alosa. Buries it in the pocket and gets a split.
3 spares in the first, 5 here in the second.
This is a bit of an oddball. We don't see this every day. The 2, 4, 8, and 10 would in the middle. I don't think it's going to help a whole lot with anything. He tries to use it, and it didn't help a whole lot. It just took out the 2 pins, and now he's got a big wide gap between those pins, so just pick up the 2, I think, see if he can carry it. No, it picks up 1, 8 box, 119.
So 112 and a 119, right, Corey? 119? 231 through 2. A good start. 115.5 average.
Did I get it right that time?
You got it right, Dan. There's hope for you.
It is. All that engineering school
It's 2 to 1, 2 to 1, 2 to 1, Dan, now. You still have the lead, 2 to 1. It's the best 4 out of 7 series.
Oh, okay.
Jim Hunter looking for a strike. It's 8, 4 left, 8 right on lane 10 here at Harvard Lanes. HarvardLanes.com.
Well, he needs a good half to catch up and a really good half to get ahead.
For his spare, missed right.
Now, he dropped the ball a little bit on that one, I think. They hit the newly refinished floors hard. You know what? I got to refinish my floors. I'd like them to look like these lanes do.
Talk to Skeeter Burse, the manager here. 9, 69 through 6 in the second of 5. Class B championship match. Josh Daly, number 1 seed. Number 5 seed, the Freight Train. Joey Lister, Class A championship match next on Candlepin Corner on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button, free of charge. Candlepin Corner, 2 words. Candlepin Corner on YouTube. Hunter breaks up the right side. 4-7's got a chance.
Solid head pin hit, just the 4-7, and got a little guide there if he's not quite on it. I'd go straight for the pin is ideal, but if he's a tad to the right, it should help him. I don't think he wants to use the wood unless he hits it by accident.
For a spare, he missed it.
He hit the wood, but a little too much wood. So open box in the 7th.
And that is a Paul Grant special. Missed the second, make the third for a 10. 79 through 7. Down 7 in the string. Down 32 in the match. 3 strings after this. Hunter back in the pocket, another split. 10 right, 4-7 left. Broke up the banana split. Casey McCool from Lakeside Lanes, Manchester, New Hampshire, is disappointed. He's always hungry.
All right, this is an interesting leave because the 4-7-10s, you know, a lot of times you can split it, but he's got wood over on the right, so some bowlers will take the left side off the wall. He may play that wood to the right.
Tip it to that wood, possibly.
That's what he's doing, yep.
He got it!
You know, worked.
Masterful shot, spare. How about that one? Wow.
Great call, great read on that. Kept it out of the channel and picks up a mark for it.
Isn't it funny, Dan, when you broadcast, you can call the shots a lot better back here than you can when you're bowling?
I've been up and down a lot lately. I mean, I had 2 weeks ago, I had a day where I didn't have a game below 118. So it was between 118 and 127.
Did you use bumper guards?
Nope. No. Next week, I couldn't hit 300 for 3.
Oh, look at this, a spread eagle, brutal.
So I'm a bit streaky.
Now, you're the guy, you don't break a record. The ACST go from B to C to D. You're getting demoted every year.
I know. No, I'm getting sold every year by Danny Finn saying, hey, you had a tough year this year. You'll dominate the C division.
Oh, look at this. He got it.
Oh, that's something you never see.
Unbelievable spare on the spread eagle. Unbelievable. Wow.
With no wood. That's about a 1.3% chance of making that shot ever.
That's for an A bowler. This is a B bowler. He's a former A bowler. He was the 4 seed 2 years ago.
Well, the B division is pretty close to what the A division was previously. We've added a lot of bowlers. The averages are getting higher and tougher in each division.
So you take advantage. How many times you make a great shot and you get a lousy fill? 3. Spare 4 and a spare 3.
That brought him closer.
106 through 9.
All right, this can be made. If you can make the spread eagle, you should be able to make this, right?
You'd think.
Oh,
Same spot.
He was playing the inside. All right. Adjust to the right and just have a good cleanup here.
Hit the head pin. Only got
He was aggressive on that.
3 or 4 there. 6 box. Tough finish. Some tough boxes in that string. He has a 7, a 6 earlier. Ends up with a 112. That puts him at 112, right, Corey? Confirmed 199 through 2, a 32-pin lead for the number 2 seed, John Alosa, with 3 strings to go. Paul Grant, Dan Castle, Kevin Burns, Cory Aleci on Candlepin Corner on YouTube. The Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour Class B Championship match from Harvard Lanes in Harvard, Massachusetts. What a great place this is now. All done over. Everything's brand new.
Alosa back up on 9, and he puts it on the 3-pin. he's left with 6. 4 down, 6 up.
Dan Castle, the play-by-play.
There it goes. Oh, you got to be kidding me.
Wow. We've seen some really strange ones today, folks. Unbelievable.
Wow. That 8-pin just became the 9-pin, and it's gone now.
Wow. Remember that one, folks. He gets a giggle out of that one. Wow. And sometimes you just tap a pin, it falls down. That time, relocation.
All right, well, that could have been an 8 fill for him,
A
or
9
9
fill.
fill, but it's not. So,
Can you get a 9 fill and a 10 box after that?
you know,
Just saying.
when I look up his scores, sometimes I see that. And, well, if I made that shot, I would have had 9 more pins.
Another spare.
All right.
20 the ball through 2 in the middle string. That gives him 9 spares in the match. Out of Butwell's Bowling Center in Concord, New Hampshire, butwellsbowl.com. Information about that bowling center.
All right, on the fill. That's on the head pin in the pocket. 7 in the fill. But a little bit of a challenging split there with the 2-7-10. Lots of wood in the mix. Hit that object, and he's got the spare.
Wow.
Beautifully done. Carried that 2-pin over to the 10. The ball
Perfect
over
start.
to the 7, and that is a spare.
10 spares and strikes in Candlepin, a perfect game. It's a game of skill and challenge, a sport for all ages. It's an unbelievable sport. Get your friends out to Candlepin Bowling. Fall leagues are forming here at Harvard Lanes, Harvard, Mass, in your local bowling center.
And we're being asked for an update on the D&C Division Championships.
Strike! Wow! We'll give it an update here. We don't want to spill. I want you guys to watch it first. 3 in a row. 47 through 3, 57 plus 2 through 4. Aloha, Alosa. That's his first strike of the match.
He should have had a spare in the first. It's not his fault.
I know. A sliding scale. We don't want to give spoilers away. Let me defer to Cory Aleci. Cory, should we give him the scores earlier, or should we let him make him watch the broadcast first? They want scores on the line.
No, they want to know who won.
We want you to go to Candlepin Corner and subscribe for free, first of all. When you subscribe, tell us, and then we'll tell you the total. How's that?
Oh, you're such a tease.
Quid pro quo.
All right, first ball in the fill is only 3. And a 7 in the fill total. So 57 to 7, 64 through 4. Great half. And a 7 box missed the right-hand side, so 71 through 5.
Not
Nice.
bad. Halfway through its match. Jim Hunter, the number 1 seed out of Central Park Lanes, East Boston, Mass, trying to become, hint on the line, the second Central Park Lanes ball to win today.
Now you're giving it away, Paul. You tease it, and then you pull it, give a piece of it.
I did mention Class C, though.
Okay.
Hunter goes right, bounces 5. 1, 2, 7, 8, 10 on lane 9. I can't. So this place is just, you walk in, it's like a brand new building.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And the pins have a real loud, crisp sound when they go down.
And the owner's from New York, and he wants to make this a permanent Candlepin house. So that's good to have great ownership like that. Parsonsfield, Maine, Archie Strike and Spare is up for sale, $500,000. You want to buy that place? That's a good opportunity there as well.
What kind of shape is it in if somebody were to do that? Is it ready to go?
It's pretty in good shape. Yeah, JPS Mills, I'll be there for the 9-pin tournament, the 369 tournament, July 20th and 21st on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. He took over with 1 lane working, and Scott Moore, others came down there. All 10 lanes are fixed now. He's done a great job. They've extended it. They got a full kitchen.
So it's essentially turnkey right now.
It's got indoor-outdoor concerts there. Look at this, strike!
These guys are getting going. So what you're saying with that lane in Maine, and I remember the name, tell us the name of it again.
Archie Strike and Spare. It's named after his dog. It's originally called Strike and Spare. My GPS will say Strike and Spare. It's called Archie Strike and Spare after his dog.
And
Archie.
what town in Maine is it in?
It's called Parsonsfield, Maine, on the border of New Hampshire, Freedom, New Hampshire. Next to Porter, Maine, and next to Cornish, Maine.
So turnkey operation for
Yep.
$500,000.
They got comedy night there. They got all kinds of kids. They paint night. They got all kinds of great activities there.
So you've already got a built-in
Pool
clientele.
tables. Yep. Pool tables. 10 lanes. A lot of state tournaments there also.
Great opportunity for someone.
Look at this leave. Wow, what another strange leave. Look at this one.
My goodness.
2 triangles. In Maine, I saw a 4-7-8 and a 6-9-10 recently.
Well, we see that kind of stuff in Millis sometimes, and it's really aggravating for the bowlers. You got to keep your head in the game when you do this. Second ball in the fill. Just 5.
23 through 2 in the middle string. He's down 4 in the string. 36 in the match. Lots of time left.
I have 32 down.
32 coming in. Right?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, tough 6. 29 through 3. John Alosa in 3 marks in a row. Jim's got to get to work here. Very explosive ball, though.
All right, that was a tough box. He put up a nice strike, and now he has to make it for that 6 box. He's up against a strike. Look at this.
Another strange one. 2-4-7 rearranged, the 2 pins, 6-10 right.
Well, I think it's the new pins. You know, the new pins are a little flatter on the ends, and they're going to slide around a little more.
Great bid, won't go.
Wait, look at this.
Slow motion. Got
There's
the
the 10.
What about the
back.
6? No. Couldn't find electric charging station. Not enough available.
Just touched it, but not enough to take it out.
And nice 10 out of all that. 39 through 4. Down 25 in the string. 57 in the match. Just like that.
He's coming into box 5, game 3. This will be the midpoint of this match.
Onto a thin hit. Look at another unbelievable leave.
Okay, that's the 1-3
is
pocket.
nuts.
That's supposed to be a strike ball.
Wow.
And how do you make this ball? I don't know. You got to get something spinning around there. 2
triangles again in the same half. Ridiculous. Look at that shot.
Oh,
He's
wow.
got that one. A+ effort. No dice.
He put everything he had into that one and just didn't take it out.
Making the most of the opportunity, I guess.
1 pin left. There's always one in every class.
And nice 10 up that big split. 2 10s, 49.5, down 22 in the string. 54 in the match. Halfway through the match, Paul Grant, Dan Castle, Kevin Burns, Cory Aleci on Candlepin Corner. The Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour Class B Championship match from Harvard Lanes in Harvard, Massachusetts. Check out their brand new facility, renovated recently. Great kitchen, beer and wine available also. Kevin, update.
I can't explain that. All right, Jim went 7 hairpin hits, 4 splits, 5 makeable leaves, made them all. Right now he's
You talking about John?
No, I'm talking about Jim.
Okay.
This string so far he went 4 on a headpin, 1 split, and 1 strike.
All right, what about John Alosa?
6 headpin hits, 1 split, 3 9 drops, 3 makeable 9 drops, made them all, 4 spares. This string right now he's at 3 headpin hits, 1 split, 1 9 drop, 1 makeable spare which he made another spare and has 1 strike.
Okay, thanks, Kevin Burns. Back to Dan Castle.
All right, with that 9 box, John Alosa's at 80 through 6. And puts it on the 2 pin for a Cory right. You know, we think Alosa got the better of him from the pins with that first box, but Hunter hit his shots, I think, and just was getting really screwed left and right. Yeah. All right, open box for Alosa. He missed the spare on the Cory.
Being the headpin's a good thing overall. Sometimes it doesn't seem that way, but it really is long term.
Overall, yeah. Statistically, you're going to do better the more head pins
Even
you
the great
hit.
Tom Ulster, Hall of Famer President's Cup winner, also was 40% the head pin. 40% split in the head pins.
But it can be aggravating.
Yep.
I mean, you get on a split routine. I had a game the other day. I had 7 or 8 head pins and 7 splits. And I saw Justin Waters do it one day, 8 head pins, 9 head pins, and 7 splits out of that. Really frustrating. All right, first ball comes in and takes out 6. We're left with the, looks like that 1, 3, 9, 10. misses a spare opportunity. Goes to the wide of the object pin.
Covered John quite a few times the last 3 years. Great guy.
And Micah comments about the pins here, and I think he's right. They're definitely lively. And that's a 10 box for a 100 through 8.
During the 18-week season, he had 50 spares, 193 strikes, 214 tens, a 56% perfect box percentage. It's 10 spares and strikes. Back to Dan.
All right, first ball in box 9. Goes wide of the head pin to the right. 4 horsemen plus the 8 is the remainder. He's definitely off the head pin at the moment. Needs to hit it this time.
Didn't get the
just
memo.
On a 2 pin. Oh, that's good to hear. Micah says the Wi-Fi is a lot better. We're getting less hesitation here. So for the live viewers,
It is being recorded on. It is being recorded also.
hopefully the live viewers are getting a better experience than they were a few minutes ago. 6 box. He's at 106 through 9.
Candlepin Corner's been out for about 2 years or so. Please help them out. Subscribe to their YouTube channel. Again, it's free of charge. Candlepin Corner on YouTube. All the skins from Leader Lanes, National Hampshire on there as well. They do a masterful job. Candlepin Corner on YouTube. Please tell your friends and family to do so also. Candlepin Corner on YouTube.
There's a head pin hit. You see the difference? Drop 9, everything but the 5 pin. All the pins all the way around went down. He's left with one single pin, the king pin. And looks like we got to shoot straight at it, as you normally would. But Wood's no help whatsoever. And there we go. Spare in the 10th for John Alosa for a 116 plus a ball. So he had a little bit of a slump there, but he picked it up with, and his pinning was great with 9, 10, 10, just that 6 box.
3 spares, 1 strike here in the third. Had 3 spares in the first. He had 5 spares in the second.
On the head pin again for a 7 fill, 123.
Correction, 4 spares in the second. So he unofficially has 10 spares, 1 strike in the match.
And that gives him 364 total so far, as per my adding.
123 officially, Dan.
Yep, that's what I got.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
364 on the total.
I may have 350. I have 354. 354.
354. I'm sorry, I added it wrong. I carried a digit. Too many things going on here.
I know. Tell me about it. Walking calculator. I won't give you square roots, Dan. What's the square root of 357, Dan?
Can't do that anymore. Give me a little time, I can figure it out.
All right, Jim Hunter, for Horseman right, the 1-3-6-10, trying to come back from a deficit right now. Starting the second half of the match on lane 10 here in Harvard, Mass, in Harvard Lanes.
I still have a bunch of my books from college for calculus, differential equations, statistical analysis, and all that, and it's all a mystery to me these days.
Hunter takes a 9, 58 through 6 in the middle string. Down 22 in the string, 54 in the match. Still has time left. Just try to get a couple more marks extra. He's up against a spare 7 in the 10th.
Yeah, this is when he needs to turn it on. If he can get 3 or 4 marks here, that's going to make a huge difference.
Look at that shot. Wobbling 9 won't go into the 10. And Dan, this wood's not angled the best way. How are you going to play it?
You don't have any choice.
To cap it pretty much, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Hard to go. You could go around it, but it'd be hard to hit that angle for a right-hander.
I don't think that left wood's of any use. I think that's the only shot. You've got to hit that wood or in front of the 9 pin and hope it carries over.
Can he pick it up? He will not get it. You got to be kidding me.
He did everything right on that one.
Unbelievable.
But it comes down to the pins deciding whether or not they're going to play or not. And that time I just decided to dance around the 10 pin. No spare.
Takes a 9.
67.
Down 23 in the string, 55 in the match. 2 strings after this. It's Josh Daly, the number 1 seed, and the freight train, Joey Lister, the 5th seed. Next, Class A Championship on Candlepin Corner on YouTube.
Yeah, Nico, I'm doing it on the fly. I can't really read the screens here. So there's a correction for me if I goof up.
Hunter on the crossover. Look at this. You could say 2 triangles again. Either a middle 5-8-9 or a 6-9-10 triangle. Make the call yourself. So many bad breaks.
I think the only shot here, and maybe Justin would tell me something different, but I think if you go to the 5-8 range and try to kick it to the right and off the wall, if you get that pin spinning, you got a chance. He's going the other way. That's a good,
He
good
needs to go
option
to,
too.
he needs to go to Midas or a Monroe muffler. He's getting a lot of bad breaks today. Through no fault of his own. I mean, he's in the head pin a lot.
See what I mean by going to that way? It would carry something to the right if that 6 pin was still there, maybe.
75 through 8.
So it's $8.
Yeah, from where you're sitting, Dan, it's hard to see that corner pin, the 7 pin.
I can see the pin cam, so I'm watching it on my phone too.
Hunter in the pocket again. Another split. Kevin, how many splits does he have in head pin hits this string?
2, 3.
So this is
like more than
interesting. He's got a little V there, but that wood's a tad flat. I think that's your shot, but if he can carry something over to the right, maybe.
He's got to turn it around somehow.
Yeah, it's a little ugly.
This would be amazing.
And just the wood.
The ski ball shot going over the 50. Right over the top.
He's getting no breaks right now.
None at all. But he's hanging in there. He's keeping mentally tough. And it takes an 83 through 9, a triple strike to get to 113.
I mean,
Now we're putting down 42 at that point.
He needs to make something happen here.
No split. Raise the flag. 3 and the 6. Woods to the left to help.
Well, he's keeping his head in the game. Great.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
the most important thing. Mentally focused, guys.
You don't have to have 10 marks. That would be nice, but he does need a few.
For a spare. This time it goes. 93 and a ball in the 10th.
All right, that limits some of the damage that John did.
He's going to need 2 big strings to win the championship.
We've seen that before.
Wrapping up the third, of course,
Oh,
a half
boy.
Worcester, 2. See why I hate that shot?
Yeah.
95, third string for the number 1 seed. Jim Hunter, he's got an uphill battle with 2 strings to go. 95, right, Cory? 95? Okay, that is confirmed. And just 294 for the 112 average bowler. And the new sidewall is not helping him out today. And all of a sudden, it's a 60-pin lead. Unofficially, let's find out. Let's see. What's the score officially? What's the official score? 43? Okay, so it's, yeah, I got that right, okay.
Yep, that's what I have.
60-pin lead. Dan Castle, the play-by-play.
And there's a spare to start off the 4th game for Alosa.
John not taking his foot off the gas.
No, he's on fire today. There's no doubt about that. He's doing very well.
He was excellent in that conference semifinal.
Okay, I'm just
Conference final, rather.
updating my notepad here.
620 against Eric Hawley Sr., Lakeside Lane bowler.
Oh, look at that ball. Beautiful pocket shot. Takes out 9-19 through the first box.
Back to
And
back.
another. 9 and another.
Unstoppable right now. Unofficially 12 spares, 1 strike in the match for the 2 seed, John Alosa. Aloha Alosa.
All right, coming up on a fill for box 3.
He's
Fill the
taking his
spare and
time.
2. Just off the head pin. 7 in the fill.
And how many times you see that happen? You miss the head pin, you get a 7 drop. Other times you get 2 or 3. It's really strange, isn't it?
Yeah. All right, 1-2-7 or 1-2-10. I'm sorry. And tried to clip.
I do it too. I know the pin now. I just say I'm wrong sometimes. Like, oh, idiot, Paul.
Mouth gets ahead of the brain.
That's right. Mouth in the future, brains in the past. Same spot, 7.
7, not what he wanted. 43 through 3.
Not a bad start.
But yeah, you're right. Very good start to start. And he's trying to pad his lead here. First ball in the fourth box. That's a solid pocket hit and a 5-7 split, but watch the wood.
5-10.
5-10, and now see, it made me do it, Paul.
I know. Once I make a mistake, I do it the same thing. I said, and it's like it gets in your head. It's like, oh my goodness, Paul. You said it 3 times in a row the wrong way. What's wrong with you?
There we go. There's a spare on that split. Would work to his advantage.
All right, call the pin numbers now, Dan.
Yeah.
The 0 and the 0. 53 in the ball through 4. 3 more spares here in the fourth.
On the fill. Off the head pin onto the 2 and 4 in the fill. 57 through 4. And just clips the 1 back pin, so 5 left. And there's a nice 10 box. He got out of that one with a 67 through 5.
That's a wild 10. Another solid half of John Alosa. Making Buttwell's bowling center in Concord, New Hampshire very proud.
Okay, if you're Jim Hunter, now's the time to turn on the gas. We know he can hit the head pin.
Hunter, try to get going here.
Oh my
This is ridiculous. This is getting crazy. This guy
Another split.
just can't buy a break. Can't buy a vowel.
3, 4, 6, 7. Cut it over. Nope. All right.
Takes a 9. 9 through 1. Down 10 in the string. 70 in the match. Starting his fourth. Seems overall high singles 157, high 5, 611. You might need a couple of those to advance, to win rather the championship match.
Well, watching him bowl, I figured his high would be higher than that.
Nice ball there.
There you go.
That's more like Hunter.
Should have been a strike, but take a 9 drop.
He had a 149 this season. High five is actually 632. He broke that this year from 611 previously.
That sounds right.
Revere Mass his whole life.
Catch it.
Got it with the wood.
That wood almost robbed him, but it bounced the right way.
19 the ball through 2 in the fourth of 5. Uphill battle for the number 1 seed. Nice ball, 9 again.
That was big. Clear shot at that pin.
He's a double strike.
That's the 4.
28 through 2. That is the 4 pin. You are correct. You are far off to the left, so. He got it. Back to back.
That's what he needs to do.
String 5 or 6 together. Get back in the match. 38 in the ball through 3 on Candlepin Corner on YouTube.
Nice time for a nice juicy. Yeah, we're buffering again. It's all right. The recording will not have that problem.
Candlepin Corner on YouTube. Again, please subscribe free of charge. And also Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube if you don't mind.
Thanks, Micah. I think you jinxed our signal.
Hunter in the bonus. Just missed left. 6. 1, 3, 6, 10. 4 horsemen right.
But you know what?
4 through 3.
He's up a pin in this game for the moment.
Down 59 in the match. But he's up against a spare and a 10.
And this is a tough one, the 1, 6, 10.
Could use it. Missed left.
Went wide. All right.
And John Alosa takes the lead back in the string. Adds to his lead in the match.
Now make a 9 box is what you do with this. He's going for it. And he ends up with an 8. That's the risk.
57-52. He's down 5 in the string. 65 in the match. Try to get a mark here. And sit down with a good feeling and try to bounce back. You just try to win by each half by, 20 pins or so. Very capable of doing it.
Equipment failure.
That might be a reset. Uh-oh. Where's Matt Nichols?
All right. Well, we have a little equipment malfunction down there. So
Our first breakdown of the day, really. Kevin Burns, let's get an update.
Well, Skeeter is fixing a borderline crash. John Wynn has 3 hairpin hits, 1 split, 2 9 drops, 3 makeable spears, made all 3 of them. And right now, Jim is Jim is 3 hairpin hits, 1 split, 2 9 drops, 2 makeable, and made both of them.
okay.
Can't talk the Oni here, Jim.
Yep.
Jim Shook.
Jim, we talked a little bit ago. Let me give you the mic. Tell you what a great job you guys are doing here.
Thank you so much. It's so great to have everybody here. It's been a really fun day.
Now you're a New York guy, huh?
Yeah, I'm splitting time between here and New York.
So first of all, you're a Yankee fan?
I'm a Red Sox fan.
Okay.
And
Good-
Celtics.
good answer,
so,
good answer.
Yep.
Whereabouts in New York? I'm from New York.
I live in Brooklyn Heights.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
from upstate.
Oh, okay.
So talk about
Oh,
how
awesome.
talk about how this all came about. This was a
Yeah.
brand new. It's renovated. It looks like a brand new building.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been really it's been a lot to do, but it's been really fun. Harvard Lanes was Harvard Lanes for a really long time, and
Since
then
1950.
yeah, that's right. And under the ownership of Tony Graceffa, who passed in 2020, and then it became 204 lanes for a couple of years.
You had
And then
4 or 6 lanes to start, I believe, right? Either 4 or 6 lanes to start with.
204
Yep.
was and then when I purchased it, I really wanted to make sure it got back to Harvard Lanes, and kind of this place is a gem and such a great part of the community, and really wanted it to become Harvard Lanes again. So here we are.
Looking down at the place, you walk in, it's like a brand new building. Like, you sure this isn't renovated? This looks like it's brand new.
Yeah, so everything is pretty new, except of course for the machines, which are 75 years old. But pretty much most of the stuff here is new. We wanted to make sure it's the best possible place for people to come have fun and bowl, and it's really great seeing everybody here, and it's been a really fun day.
So how can they book their birthday parties, corporate events, wedding venues here also?
Yeah, exactly. We love having events here, so they can email us at hello@harvardlanescandlepin.com, or call in, or come by and stop at the front. And
Is it harvardlanes.com too?
Harvard Lanes Candlepin. Unfortunately, we haven't gotten the harvardlanes.com
Okay, so
domain. It's
harvardlanescandlepin.com,
being
okay.
sat on by somebody. So
Well, masterful job here.
Thank you.
The fall leagues are forming now. People can sign up for leagues here.
They are,
Senior
yep.
leagues also.
Yep, so we have senior bowling actually through the summer on Wednesday mornings. We also have a Thursday league going right now, but then, come fall time, we're Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday with leagues. It's going to be really
And
fun.
3
And
free arcades. No more coins missing, huh?
yeah, exactly. We figured free was better than it eating quarters, so.
Talk about your kitchen, the bar, what you offer here also for food and services.
Yeah, so it's pretty sort of standard bowling fare. We've got pizzas and chicken fingers, and we actually do free pizzas on Tuesday nights, which has been really popular. Come and bowl, so we just renewed our liquor license, so we also have beer and cider and all that too.
After delay, a 9 drop for Jim Hunter. Talking to owner Jim Shook here, Harvard Lanes, Harvard, Massachusetts. Just very impressive. Everybody's bragging about this place. Even the post on Candlepin Chat I put on Friday afternoon, everybody just loves this place. And we had a great crowd here today. Hopefully we got some good business out of the people here today.
Absolutely. It's so great having you guys here, and you do such an awesome job with these telecasts too.
Thank you.
It's really great.
And thanks for supporting Candlepins for Cancer also, and Candlepin Bowling and the ACST. You got the laser Jeff Little here also.
Mm-hmm.
Who won the
This is
Class
gonna be
C
his
championship
home
last
house,
year.
too.
Yep. So I'll be hopefully doing some streams here sooner than later. And that's a Paul Grant special. Missed the second, make the third. Never a good time for that. 10, 62 half, down 5 in the string, 65 in the match. Jim, just want to say, very impressive. Great job. Nothing but the best. Nothing but the best. Anything you can do to help you out, let us know.
Thank you so much, Paul, and you guys do an awesome job for Candlepin and for the community, and it's really great having you here. Anytime you're welcome. So
Thank you very much.
thank you.
All right, Jim Shook, owner. All right, Dan Castle, the play-by-play with John Alosa.
All right, we just saw Jim Hunter make an attempt for a spare on the single pin, and the wood deflected around. So Alosa's up now. He drops 5 with his first ball. 4 horsemen plus a 10 pin. And no spare on that one.
And Jim finally gets a break without a split, and he gets a tough piece of wood.
Well, it looked good to me. It looked like that was going to go, and it just apparently wasn't covering right. So an 8-box 75 through 6 for John Alosa. Well over par here, 15 pins over what Bob Lee calls par, which is 10 per box. And coming into box 7 now of game 4. Again, total pinfall is what this is all about, and Alosa's in the driver's seat. Nice pocket shot, takes out 8. And I think that wood's probably out of play. Somebody's got to go check. So hand has been raised to send somebody down.
The freight train, Joey Lister, is in the house with Josh Daly. The 1-seed Josh Daly, 5-seed Joey Lister next. Class A championship match next on Candlepin Corner on YouTube.
We talked about contacting Danny Finn to sign up for ACST if you want to. And if you don't know Danny Finn, that's him down at the pins right now. We call him the commissioner. He's the leader of this group, which has grown dramatically since ACST was started some years ago. On the spare attempt for Alosa. And no spare. Just took off the right-hand pin, missed his object by not very much. Looking for a 10. And he has it, so 85 through 7. Paul, can you read my handwriting?
Yes, I can. No chicken scratch there. Well, a little bit, not as bad as mine.
Not too many people can read it.
I am my father's son.
Yeah, most people complain about it. I can read it.
Cory Lee will be joining me for the Class A championship match next on Candlepin Corner.
All right, we're coming into box 8 of game 4 for John Alosa. First ball. Solid head pin hit, 9 drop, leaves just the 5 pin. No wood to play with, straight shot at this. You either hit the pin or you don't. And he didn't.
A rare miss today for him.
Single pins, sometimes you're all over them, and other times they look tiny. And the third ball is the charm, so a 10 box is 95 through 8.
A lot of open balls on the left side of the house here in this 14-lane facility.
Waiting on a reset and coming back up on lane 10 here. Alosa with his first ball in box 9. Again on the head pin. Another 9 drop. Broke up the split, just the 10 pin to look at. So got to go for the corner pin. That can be tough. There's 2 ways to do it. You can go cross lane or you can go right down the rail. He's going to run it down the rail, and he gets it. Spare in the 9th. 105 through 9 plus a 1-ball fill.
He's had no less than 3 spares in each string so far, Dan.
That was his 4th. He's not left too many pins on the deck either. He's either getting spares or 10s. On the fill in the 10th box. Head pin hit. Look at this. Had a little bit of an ugly leaf starting to develop, but it broke into 9. So 9 fill is 114 through 9. And just a 10 pin again. Or no, I'm sorry, a 6 pin. And doesn't matter. He didn't get it. So he's going to be open in 10th. He's over 120. And a 124 with that 10. Unconfirmed. I have to confirm the score. And I get 478 for the total. That's where I'm at.
124 is confirmed. No scoreboard here. Old-fashioned style, but a beautiful looking house. Jim Hunter needs miracle finish to win the trophy and $700, 300 for the runner-up. John Alosa with that 124, the 600 watches on, 478 through 4. 123 officially? I think they said 124. I'll check with them.
I had 124. I'm pretty confident in that. He had a 9 drop, then a 10.
We have like 4 people keeping score. The official score is Cory Lee, 124, right? It is 124, not 123.
So I was right that time.
Yep.
It happens.
First time for everything, right, Dan?
Yeah, it's not the first time.
No.
So 8 bucks for Hunter there, 70 through 6.
Great job, Dan, today. So 478 through 4 for John Alosa. Hunter trying to get a break at 70 through 6. And again, another split as the 10 will not go down.
You know, at Millis, they technically don't call this a split. I've discovered this. So when you get the red numbers up on the scoreboard, that only applies if the head pin's down.
Right,
So you can have pins that are split like this, and the score system won't call it a split. I do.
He got it. Spare. Try to fight back from a big hole. 80 in a ball through 7.
He can take the lead in this string. He needs to do more than that, but that's a long journey begins with a single step. So here he goes.
Fires away in lane 10, crossing over, strike on spare, wow, huge. 90 through 7, 100 plus 2 through 8. Here comes Hunter on the prowl.
They gave him a 5-pin lead in completed boxes in this string, so he cut into the deficit a little. He's got a ways to go, but here you go.
How big would a double strike be here, Dan?
That would be worth a 10 fill plus another 10. That'd be big.
Try to get it as low as 40. If he can, going to the final string. Gives him an outside chance still. We had a match, Justin Majura, who won today in the Class C, lost a 38-pin lead going to that fifth string against Spencer Lisi, the 5th seed, and it cost him first place by 1 point in the standings.
It happens. It happened to me this year. I had a match against Patrick Kellogg.
Hunter, beautiful ball,
Oh,
back to reality. A spread eagle plus the 5. This is getting crazy.
Through 4 games, I was up about 30 pins, and he comes up in his 15th game of the day and puts a 145 up and ended up catching total.
Who was that?
Patrick Kellogg.
Oh, yeah. Good bowler.
Yeah.
Trying to work out of this mess. This would be something. Just missed
Oh,
right.
all right.
5 in the
in a
strike.
fill.
In the century, Cloud 5 over. Up 10 in the string, down 50 in the match. But it's a spare 9, which you won't get in a 10. We'll need to mark in the 10th to get it closer. And comes back for an 8. 113 through 9, down 1 in the string, down 61 in the match. Gonna need a monster 5th string to win the trophy.
As Micah says, a 189 is not a split either, but sure looks like a split when you got a bowling ball in your hand.
Hunter off to the right, 1, 2, 4, 9. He may have to get his high single or better to win the championship
He needs a spare.
in the 5th. Great shot.
Oh, on
Again,
the
2
object.
full. Can't catch a break. 2 in the 4.
Definitely on at that time.
And John will win the string again. Nothing that matters for points like it does in the 18-week season. Hunter at 9. We have 123 official score. We'll check with Greg.
That doesn't make sense to me either.
Greg, what do you got? 61. 120 what? So 123 they have officially, Dan.
All right, we'll take the official score.
So 124, 123. John wins by 1. He's up 61, heading to the final string. And somehow, if we tie a 1-string roll-off, Paul Grant, Dan Castle, Kevin Burns, Cory Lisi on Candlepin Corner, Atlantic Candlepin Single Store Class B Championship match from the beautiful renovated Harvard Lanes in Harvard, Mass. Back to Dan Castle with the play-by-play.
All right, on this ball, he drops 7, Mr. Alosa, and is left for the 1, 2, 4, and swings and misses to the right. So no spare to start this 5th and final string. Picks up the 10.
And what do you call that shot, Dan? Missed the second, made the third.
I know somebody who does that a lot.
I didn't say it. I didn't say it. He did.
He's trying to fish
They're
for
all
me
programmed. I got them all.
to say. First ball on the
I put
second.
chips in all their heads.
All right, pins are slowly falling here. So 7 so far. We got a rolling piece of wood, not going to knock anything down. So the 1-3-8 is what we're looking at. And that's not a split. Spare attempt. Misses an object. Open in the second for John Alosa.
Just pinning is the key for him in the string. Like that. 2 10s, 20 through 2 in the final string. Trying to win the ACST championship. He was in Class A a season ago, dropped down to Class B, and it may have paid off. It'll be $700 and a trophy.
Well, he's definitely in the driver's seat here. Jim Hunter needs a big, big win here to have a chance. First ball in box 3. That time he's on the head pin. Breaks up the split.
And Jim's like, where are my breaks like that?
Poor Jim today. That would have been a split. But John has a single pin to shoot at. Picks it up. No problems. First spare of this game in the third.
Perfect start. 30 in the ball through 3 on Candlepin corner.
On the fill. Just off the head pin for 6, 7, maybe 8. Nope, doesn't roll forward. 7 in the fill, 37 through 3. Mike Nardone is looking for his baseball. I didn't see it here, Mike.
Wrapped around the 3 that time.
And takes out the 1 and the 10. Mike, I got to get you on the mic with me sometime. That'll be fun.
.46 through 4 in the 5th.
All right, last box of the first half of the 5th and final game.
Longtime coach, his Little League son, baseball. 2 kids, Ian and Drew. He has twin sisters, 7 minutes older. And he kicked him in the mouth coming out. So Alosa knows how to take some punches.
Well, this is interesting. He's got a good set of wood here if he can take advantage. And
oh, the wood and the ball right by the 8.
Oh, no. 8 pin stayed up. All right, wood out. We got to see Danny Finn again. Yeah, he had a ball went back and forth, I think, in front of that 8 pin, didn't take out. And he cleans it up for a 10 box for 56 through 5.
Dan,
by my
give
score
Rich
system.
Lamoni the headphone for me a second.
Sure.
Talk to Rich
Oh.
Lamoni. It's not Lamone, it's Lamoni. Yep. Rich, how you doing? Rich Lamoni, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Talk about how the ACST all started. You had a hand in that.
I did. Really came from Frank and Mike Machici.
Frank DeLuca,
Frank
yeah.
DeLuca and Mike Machici. They had the brainchild for this, and I think because I was treasurer for a lot of the things I did with Brian Fournier, that they wanted someone to do it separate from them and also have a committee. And if it was just the 2 of them, it would have been just 2 people. So, I became the third and the tiebreaker vote for the start of the league.
How many tiebreakers went your way?
Well, not too many. Not too many. No, they were very unified, which made it very easy to start in the beginning. They had discussions, they agreed, and if there was ever a rules question or anything, they handled it, and it never really had a split. So it worked out that they were able to build something that Danny took and ran with it. I got to give all the credit in the world to Danny Finn for building this up.
109 to start the final string in trouble. So some of the Pro Bowlers probably say, why are you doing a D? Why are you doing an E? Why are you doing that? It's great for the sport, first of all. And they're trying to they're hungry like the Class A ballers. Their goal is to get higher and higher. Not all are going to make it, obviously. But your thoughts on going to as many divisions as we have right now?
I mean,
Not drops 9.
honestly, for the houses,
Yes.
it's really about the houses.
Yes.
So the more the merrier when it comes to that. If they want to, if we want to start a senior league where you have to be 70 and older, and these people want to, we can make it local divisions, and you only bowl your we could come up with something else.
Hunter can't get a break.
If why say no? You know, the whole deal is that you should always work towards a no. Somebody has an idea, you say yes. Then you look at it and say, that's going to cost too much money. Okay, so it's a no. Or, you know, we can't do it legally. It's a no. So, you know, so many times everybody says no and then has to be forced into working towards a yes. So let's add more people if we want to add more people. It's not going to hurt anything, and it's only going to help the houses.
And then people watch the streams, they come watch bowling, they buy beers, they buy food, and they join leagues, some of them too.
Yeah, it can happen. Yeah, absolutely.
Hunter's at 18 through 2 in the final string. He's down 63 in the match. In the miracle zone pretty much now. Talking to Rich Lamoni.
Yeah, he's
I like that shot. Look at that shot.
He's got to start with one before he can get the rest. So.
But your team, Central 2, battled injuries all year round. Down year in a sense for you guys, but you guys ready to strike back in September?
Yes, absolutely.
Revamp roster a little bit? Still in the works?
It's still in discussion. You know.
No trade secrets. Okay.
No.
Hunter's bonus steals 7.
You know, I applaud Timmy Douglas. He's with Maria's for the Worlds, and he's going to bowl with them for Friday.
Wow.
You know, he gets to bowl with Hall of Famers.
They need to get younger too.
You know, they get to bowl with Hall of Famers. So like, you have to. If you have an opportunity to bowl with them, you drop what you're doing. You bowl with them.
You're a manager looking at assistant manager get promoted. Same thing, different place.
I mean,
no go there either. Unbelievable.
John Winchell had a phenomenal Worlds team and gave it up to bowl with those guys.
Yeah.
You know, and he's won the Worlds with them. So good for John Winchell. Like, you know, that's great.
7
so
to spare, 35
you know,
3 8 45 43 3 4. Sorry, Rich. Go ahead.
That's all right.
But
you know, so and it's the South Shore. We have to travel a lot for all the bowling that we have to do. Hingham's a lot closer than East Boston for him. So I you know, good for him.
So who do you have in your team right now? You can say officially.
I'm going to keep it close to the vest.
That's okay.
I'm talking with a lot of different
Another 9
people.
drop. That's
so,
okay.
So it's.
I have to ask a tough reporter question. I went to school for it.
I know you do. I have a lot of.
I go easy on you though.
I know.
I have a lot of respect for you, Rich.
I have a lot of.
All the balls.
You know, I want to do it. I need to see if it'll work. I want to do it. I need to see if it'll work.
It's getting away from Hunter now.
But to get back to your question, yeah, the more the merrier with this, and it's more about the houses than anything. As long as we can manage it, you know, we have a platform in Facebook. And we use Google Sheets. Like we have the internet. We have the ability to make this work for everyone.
109, 52 half, down 4 in the string, 65 in the match, 5 blocks to go. John Alosa in the driver's seat for the ACST Class B championship match. Rich, continue.
You know, so as people reach out and want to get involved, let them get involved. You know what ends up happening is you're going to find somebody that joins one of these that starts a league, and then what's going to happen is you're going to find a bowler that excels in this particular league, and now all of a sudden he's at the Worlds and he's on Friday Night.
And the T bowlers are all fired up. They love the streaming. They love it. They did really well this year. The C class, they're all pumped up to do it.
You know, so it'll be worth it.
Alosa 864 through 6. Back to Dan Castle just a moment. So wrapping up, Rich.
Yeah, absolutely. Let Dan
you do a great ambassador of the game.
I try. You know,
and it is Lamoni, not Lamone. Everybody
Correct.
still calls you Lamone. It's Lamoni.
I don't care. You know, I've lived with it enough now.
All right.
You know, they all say it wrong. It's fine.
Well, thanks for taking time to explain that.
No
Alosa 9.
Oh, eat a sandwich, John. That's what I say to all the thin guys.
Yeah, what's up with eat a sandwich and Cedric Maxwell? What's all that stuff? I don't
know who Cedric Maxwell is.
The Celtics announcer.
Why? Does he say that?
Yeah,
he stole it from me then.
Yeah, give me a sandwich and
a
spare for Alosa.
No. When the thin guys get a 9-pin drop, I say if they're fat like me, they would have got a strike. So I tell them to eat a sandwich because they're too light. It really started with Chris because he was
when he asked the Wizards.
I mean,
look for a strong year for Chris Winiarz next season. He had a tough year. Alosa on the spare gets 5, 79 through 7.
Tough to bowl when you walk 10 miles a day.
Yeah, I know.
Delivering mail.
I know. Great guy, great guy, funny guy too. Well respected by the bowlers. Alosa
outside.
What a try. Hi, Rich. Thanks for taking time out. Rich Lamoni. Back to Dan to wrap up. John Alosa. Thanks, Dan. Thank you, Rich Lamoni.
All right, good to hear from Rich again. In that 10 box.
89 through 8.
89. 2 more boxes for John Alosa here. And then Jim Hunter hoping for a miracle.
Nothing like the great game of Candlepin bowling, a sport for all ages. It's unbelievable. Get the word out. Fall leagues are forming at your local bowling center.
Nice 9 drop by Alosa. Could not carry the 8-pin too, so a lot of wood in front of that. Just got to read that a little bit to see what he wants to do with it. I think most bowlers are probably going to go straight for the pin. No trick shots here. Just hope it doesn't deflect away. There you go. 3rd mark of the string, and you know what, Paul? He's had at least 3 marks every string.
That's right. I have had 17 spares, 1 strike in the match unofficially.
I haven't counted them, so I'll take that.
You can't count that high, and you're a math major, right?
No, I was an engineering major.
I know.
Same difference.
Yeah, 17 spares officially, it's confirmed. 6 right, 7 left.
But I'm in finance, so
97 through 9.
I use a little bit of math on a
Spares
daily
for-
basis.
For John.
1 strike. Yep.
He has 1 strike. Jim has 3 strikes, 10 spares.
Jim, 10 spares, 3 strikes in the match. Big difference there.
No spare in the 10th for Alosa. You gave it a good run for that
I
split.
don't think it's going to need it, Dan.
No, he doesn't.
Won't get 600, but that's okay.
And a 10-box 117 to close.
And that gives him a 595 performance, 620 in the conference finals, 595 for the 109 ACST bowler John Alosa, the number 2 seed out of Butwell's Bowling Center in Concord, New Hampshire. What a performance.
He bowled well above his average, which is 109.79, call it 110.
119
and
average today.
Almost 120, yeah. Beautiful. All right, Jim Hunter's up.
Dan, take it away.
All right, Hunter comes in on the 2-pin, gets some late action, and is left with a 1-8 and some wood in the mix. He needs a lot here, and I'm not sure if he can do it without marking out, so let's start with 1 and then 9-pin. 9-pin only, open box in the 6. And that's a 9-box for a 61 through 6 for Jim Hunter. Down 3 pins in this string in completed boxes, and he closed the 4th game at 417. So at this point, it's just all but a mathematical certainty. I think striking out might be possible. Oh, easy, Paul. That was loud. There you go.
It's, as Johnny Most would say, it's all over. It's all over. John Alosa has won the championship.
All right, but
Johnny Most, Celtics announcer.
we're going to finish out the game here.
John has won the Class B championship match from Concord, New Hampshire. Here in Harvard Lanes in Harvard, Massachusetts.
And Hunter misses a spare on that one, so another open box for him. And when you're in that position, you just want to go out with a decent, respectable game and get it over
Second
with.
match today, it's the bowler that won is one wire to wire. Joe Vieira in the Class D led wire to wire.
Okay, 3 more boxes for Jim Hunter. And then he can put the equipment away. First ball in box 8. Off the head pin. 4 horsemen left. 4 pins slightly out of spot.
Cory Lisa will join for the Class A championship match next on Candlepin Corner on YouTube. Josh Daly, the number 1 seed, number 5 seed. The Freight Train, Joey Lister, next.
Just clipped off the head pin on that. No spare in the 8th.
We'll do interviews in the championship presentation.
And a 9-box. 79 through 8. Jim just wants to get 6 more balls down there and call it a day. But he's had a very respectable season without a doubt this year. 112 average. A win-loss record during the regular season of 170 and 82, and he was the number 1 seed in the South Division. So nothing to be ashamed of here. Any of the bowlers who made it this far had to win a couple of playoff rounds.
How about Mark Van Heineken in Class C? 1, 2, 3 seeds. He knocked out in the playoffs, got to the finals, fell short. But cut it to 16 at the end after being out 43 going in.
7 box.
59 going in.
86 through 9, and now the last box of this match.
Dan, nice to work with you again. Great
Yes, you
job.
too.
Great job.
Thank you.
I wish I could bowl again, but
You'll be able to bowl again.
we'll see. I love doing this, though. It's a lot of fun. Please support Candlepins for Cancer, a 501c3 charity. Venmo payments, Candlepins, number 4, cancer.com. All your lemon drops,
And
Paul
why,
Grant specials, whatever you want to donate to help the
why
charity.
not Hunter here with another split with a head pin hit
Only
again?
fitting today.
Yeah.
And he almost got it.
He spared the spread eagle previously, and there you go. Almost got the spread eagle minus a pin. Last ball, and it's a 9-box for a 95. So take it home, Paul.
John Alosa has won it. Jim on his best stuff today, unofficially 5-12. 95 confirmed. The final score, number 2 seed John Alosa, 595. Number 1 seed Jim Hunter, 512. Stay tuned for the interviews and the championship presentation next on Candlepin Corner on YouTube. Is my hair sticking up? The headphones? Cory Aleci, come on down. Come on down. Yeah, Cory Aleci look-alike, John Alosa.
Cory, he's telling us we look alike.
I thought you guys looked the same at first. So Jim didn't want to do the interview. He was frustrated. He got robbed a lot. He hit the head pin a lot, didn't get any lucks at all. You were pretty impressive all day. Every string had at least 3 spares or more. 17 spares, 1 strike in the match.
No, it's a new house and it's a good house, you know. And I mean, when you're on the head pin, it's spotty, but it's good. You know, Jim had some tough breaks and things fell for me, which was good for me. But you know, I felt consistent today, which is good.
You were in Class A last year. Now you're in B. You got demoted and it paid off.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that, but yes, a few of us did. But yeah, no, I mean, either class is solid competition, you know, regardless, and anyone has a good day and you can go far. I mean, look at the Class C with the 7C mark. So I mean, anyone can do well. It's just a matter of how you're on and where you're at.
So Class B again next year, right? To defend your title?
Yes.
No pressure. Right? What are the Vegas odds for next year?
I don't know that. You
Like
tell
Boston
me.
Celtics?
You tell me. You tell me.
You bowl at Butwell's Bowling Center. What a great job the Dallas family have done there.
Yeah. No, next year I think we have an additional 5 or 6 people coming out of there bowling the ACST. So it's getting a lot of attention out of Butwell's, and it's fun, you know. And they're learning and they're seeing me and a few others do it. So it's definitely a good time.
Jim Hunter gets $300. You get $700, and more important, that championship trophy, a 3-letter word for winning the Class B championship match.
Wow.
All right. And now the presentation of Commissioner Danny Finn.
On behalf of myself and the rest of the ACST committee, congratulations on becoming the 2023-24 Class B ACST champion. Great job.
Thank you, Danny. All right, raised up, John, raised up. John Alosa, Class B championship from Harvard Lanes, Harvard, Massachusetts. For Cory Aleci, Dan Castle, Kevin Burns, Paul Grant saying so long for now. Thank you for watching this great game, unbelievable game of Candlepin Bowling on Candlepin Corner. Stay tuned next for the Class A championship match. Number 1 seed Josh Daly and the Freight Train, number 5 seed Joey Lister.